Hello, dear ones. This is Ouassima Issrae. Hope you are doing well. So, for those who meet me in this video for the first time, I'm an author, publisher. I love tarot and oracle decks, and I use them a lot in my teaching process and also for self-introspection, channeling, and many other things. I also love books, and the books I'm gonna show you helped me in my journey with tarot. And I feel that it is time for them to go to other homes where they can also help those who are on the path. As I love books, I have this rotation that I need also to integrate in my life. And it is a way for me also to recognize that passion has to be in easiness. It doesn't need to be always related to money. I know this is maybe not the right way for many businesswomen around, but I never took my work as a business. I don't consider my work as a business. It is a community work, and I'm in therapy. I take the form that the society asks me to have, which is a company. But in truth, I would love to have more of an association. And this is how I am. We don't need to be all the same. And I always have this giving. I love giving. This is how I am. It doesn't need to be for a reason. It doesn't need to be for recognition. I just love to give. And that's part of those who consider themselves the mothers. I have this archetype of the mother. And so that's why I'm bringing these books, and I would be really happy to send them to anyone who needs them or loves them or would want to have them, and you have just to pay the shipping. So that's my intention with this video. My other intention also is for those who are starting their journey, even if you don't take these books, maybe you would consider having them in the future to read them for self-exploration. They are all good books. Those I'm sharing are those who I have used or I have read. It doesn't mean that I don't want them. It just feels that I need to make space for new information and new inspiration in my life. The first book that I would want to share would be Tarot for the Healing Heart, Using Inner Wisdom to Heal Body and Mind by Christine Jett. This is a very interesting book because it's gentle. It brings that healing aspect of the tarot into our life, and it's very focused on healing. But at the same time, it has different activities and spreads that help you kind of understand better and converse with tarot. You can see here some of the chapters. The Time to Heal, Creating a Path, The Broken Heart, Understanding Illness, The Heart of Disease, Learning the Message. Now we go to the part 3, The Open Heart, Understanding Healing, The Heart of Healing, Support for the Healing Process, and so on. I really love this approach of healing because actually I got it because I had the Lyme disease, as you know. I just published a book about it, and it's very interesting to sit with tarot and converse with your own body, with your own story, to bring a new myth, to see yourself as a hero in the middle of a situation of distress and when everything seems closed. So I hope this book could go to a person that will just feel its healing energy and learn from it. Just removing some papers because I put notes. The Initiates book of Pathworking. This book is not really related to tarot as per such, but I really enjoy it because you can use this way of working with tarot, which means that you bring the healer, the client, into a journey, and you just kind of construct a path that allows better understanding of things and allows an expansion of information and expansion of knowledge, because it introduces you to many traditions, for example, Egyptian, Greek, and I feel it's like an opening to the world, and that's what tarot is about, isn't it? It opens us to a whole bunch of passions, and it makes us curious, right? So I love this book from that aspect. Let me see which one comes within the hollow hills. So I will put this note in here for the one that might receive this book. Okay. The next book that I really enjoy is 101 Tarot Spreads by 20 Modern Tarot Masters. This is the first volume, and very famous writers have participated in it, such as Mary Greer, Rachel Pollack, and many others. And the aspect I love in this book is that it has the cards. It's very simple because it explains the spread. You have you have the spread and you pass it on to the next one. It's very, very practical. It's very easy to use. I don't need to read a lot to understand the point. So, and there are hundreds of spreads. So if you love spreads, if you like to construct or learn how to construct spreads, I think you will really enjoy this one. It's very rich, and even if I would say, even if you are advanced, maybe in your tarot practice, I think you will still get something from this book. And I would love to see if they got the second volume. I would probably get it as well to expand my questions. Another book that is maybe not related to tarot specifically, but it is still talking about the suits, and as elements, right? We have the earth, air, fire, and water. We have them in tarot, and this deepens the understanding of these elements and our connection with them. But also it allows us to have maybe some ceremonies, to have ideas. For example, this is the water. The ideas of how can we honor this element in our practice? What is the other connections with the other traditions? You see maybe the Chinese tradition here and so on. So I really enjoy it because if you want to understand these suits, it's really important that you understand the elements. They are at the basis of the suits world. The next book, and every time I decide to let go of this book, it decides to stay. Even now, I feel like resistance to let it go. I might have something else to do with it still, but I still want to share it. So Tarot at the Crossroad. I love this one because it bridges different practices between, as I said in one of my videos, I really advise it for beginners because it's very comprehensive, it's deep at the same time while being simple. And it shows different, as you see here, it shows different ways to connect with tarot, and also the psychotherapy and this even like the understanding of the cards. If I share with you the cards, let me see if I have it here. In one of the chapters, they share another understanding, or even like a different view. Let's say, for example, my card for the moon today. See here what they say. Here we go. So we have intuition and imagination, the feminine nature and the mystic, strong tides of emotion, dreams, memories, vision, the subconscious, changing cycle, sensitivity to the spiritual truth. And then we have the spiritual link here. We have the reflection. And so here she says, Horny was the first to apply psychoanalysis to examine women's issues. She watched for chronic tendencies to move forward, against or away from others, as strategies to find safety. In her view, we are naturally healthy and growth-seeking. She held that internal problems usually begin with interpersonal problems, such as children who are manipulative or parents who offer no guidance, are harshly critical, who break promises and either put the child on a pedestal or fail to pay attention and recognize when the child does something good. This is really interesting because just a few minutes ago, before I started the video, I was talking with someone also about these issues from childhood. Very interesting thought this is coming with the card with the moon that was picked up this morning. And so here's the reflection. I won't read more, but you just see the expansion that it offers. I might keep this book still a bit. We'll see. The other book that I really enjoyed, and it's an honor to read Mary Gray. She's a really big reference in the world of tarot for yourself, a workbook for personal transformation. I don't need to say much about this book. It's very known, and it's really diving deeper into the understanding of the cards and how to apply them for your let's say year, or I forgot, there are so many things in it, crystals on tarot. Anyway, it's really, really rich. I think it is time for it to, very interesting. I love these books. I really love them. Another book called Tarot Spells by Janina Renee. This is really interesting to use tarot as a spell tool. And here she has a lot of spells. She has a lot of topics. You can take years, which I did, take years to use the cards, and in a ritualistic way. For me, now I use them more in a different way. So whether I keep this book or not, I think my practice evolved into more energy work with the cards. So I don't need to do a spell per such with specific cards or do this affirmation. It comes naturally. But it's a very good tool if you want to start this type of practice in your tarot. It's really, really good. Another book that is one of my favorites, but I think I memorized all the spreads there. It's one of my favorites, Power Tarot by Trish McGregor and Phyllis Vega. Very interesting book because it explains the cards also from different perspectives, depending the reading you are doing. And what I really enjoy is the different spreads that are here. Amazing. I love them. And I did a bunch of them. And also when I travel, I have them with me. I took some pictures of some spreads because I can't carry all the books, right? But yeah, it's very interesting book. Yeah. Another, I really enjoyed this one as well, by Camelia Ellis. So 21 plus 1, the fortune teller's rules. And there are many, all right, here we go. So there are many writers actually here in this book that are into tarot practice, and it's a small book, but it's really nice. It's revolutionary, even if I would say, because while you will enjoy the books that give meaning and so on, we want also books that get us out of the box and help us to see what we didn't see, learn new things about tarot. It's the same tool, but there are so many practices we can have with it. So I really enjoy these types of books. And you will probably see that I put some, but that when the topic speaks to me a lot. So yeah, open mind book. Love it. Oh, I forgot this one as well, talking about the suits. This is another one, Earth, Air, Fire and Water, More Techniques of Natural Magic by Scott Cunningham. Really, really good book about the elements. And if you are into magical practice, I think you will enjoy this one. A lot of rituals and ideas of practice with the elements. Then, let me see just if I put here. All right, the next one is what the is tarot and how do I do it. This is an old book I had. I enjoyed reading some of the meanings, the cards here, especially the stories she has about every card. It feels that they are all part of a family, and it's punchy book. It's a punchy way being very practical about the cards. And also, I wonder if one day she will have the cards in a real tarot. So yeah, maybe. But yeah, I loved this practice of having these like type of family, and she explains how each is being part of the big family of tarot. It's really interesting. Another book by Rachel Pollack, The Tarot of Perfection, a book of tarot tales. So again, that aspect of if you want to join Rachel in her imagination based on tarot, I think you will enjoy. And I don't know if I need to tell much about her. She's a classic. You will, I mean, if you are into tarot, you have to know about her and her different books. So yeah, she wrote 30 books. So this is one of the books that also I would be happy to ship to you. Another book that I really enjoy by Christiana Godet. She's really one of the classics as well in tarot. She has a YouTube channel if you're not following her yet. And this tarot tour guide is really, really good for beginners. I don't know how many times I should say it, but she says, she shares her way of perceiving tarot, her way of working, and it's very solid. It's very, I love when things have a good basis, and we feel it in this book. You would learn more again about the suits if that's something that you enjoy also learning about, not just the majors, but also the other aspects, and for example, the families and the what's called the court cards. Yeah, looking for the word in English. And I think I shared all of the books regarding tarot. I have just like sometimes I have these small guides also if someone wants to receive them or you lost yours, I would be happy also to add that to the shipping. All right, so that's it for today for these books. I'm sure I have more to share, but yeah, I will be back for another video about tarot decks in a few days. So let's stay in touch. Don't forget to like this video. If you know anyone interested in these books, let him know also. They might be of use. So wishing you good day.